Katie Sackhoff as Bo-Katan has not lessened my crush on her. Probably will. Hey everyone, Jeremy here. I just wanted to do a quick video about the Bo-Katan Dark Saber conundrum that is going on The Mandalorian at the very end, where Bo could not accept the sword, or saber, from Din. A lot of people are speculating, and there have been a couple of great comments down below in my other videos that have really kind of, I think, hit the nail on the head. And there are two comments, there are two separate items, but I think they both go together. Okay, so one of them is from Brendan Smith, said, yeah, Sabine just handed her the saber, being about Bo-Katan. But maybe a lot of Mandalorians didn't buy into her rule because of that, and that fractioning allowed them to be defeated piecemeal. And this other comment, which I agree with as well, which there are others like this, so if I don't use yours, I apologize, but Sabine did not win the saber in combat, so it was okay to give it away. Okay, I think these two items actually combine. I think what is happening now is that Bo has seen what happens if she just accepts the saber. But let's even backtrack from that. When Bo got the saber, originally Sabine found it on Dathomir. Maul had hidden it there, was keeping it there, so she took it. So you could say she stole it from Maul, but at the same time, I think the Mandalorian people, the kind of gray area this all falls into is most Mandalorians didn't look like as though Maul had any claim to the saber itself. He had won it in combat, sure, but he wasn't a Mandalorian, so he had no actual claim to it. So essentially, it was like Sabine found it on the ground. That's the way I look at it. That the Mandalorians just went, yeah, this is a gray area. Sabine shouldn't have it, but Maul shouldn't have it. Right now, nobody has a claim to it. This factors into how it got to Bo-Katan. Bo was given this by Sabine, who had no claim to it, who took it from someone who had no claim to it. So the Mandalorians probably rallied behind her, which we did see in Rebels, rallied behind her because she has the closest claim to it. So yeah, it being gifted and whether or not she had any right to it, that was all very gray, I think. I think exactly what the other comment says is fractioning started to happen. She didn't really have a full claim to it, but she was the Duchess's sister, she was royalty to a degree, so they allowed it. They just let it be for the time being. But that weakened her power structure. That meant the people around her, all these other houses which loved to war against each other, and war together actually, they weren't a firm foundation. She didn't have a firm rule because her flag wasn't quite at full mast. That sounds weirdly not what I meant. The symbolism behind her rule wasn't exactly there. It didn't give her that galvanizing thing. That saber didn't give her that je ne sais quoi that all rulers need when they're in front of a very disparate people. And I think in this moment that we're seeing Bo realize she needed to win it this time. If she had won it from the man who stole it from them, the people would rally behind her. They would look at her like she truly deserves the throne. For Din to take it, for him to be the one that took it from Gideon, it robbed her of her chance to right herself in the eyes of her people and galvanize them behind her. She knows what it's like to rule without that full support. She is now stuck. She either has to kill Din and take it from him, or she has to accept that somebody else really has the claim to Mandalore. I think that's where we are. I think that she is honorable, she is noble, she does not want to cross Din, but she also knows she needs that saber and she needs to rule. I have no idea where this is going to go. I obviously all my predictions this year just were airlocked. None of them get panned out. But I do think that it's a real possibility. I'm not even going to say this is what's going to happen. I'm going to say this is a possibility. I think it's a real possibility. I think I even said this in my video, my original reaction, that she will just choose to put Din on the throne, or not necessarily put him on a throne. I don't really consider I guess it is a Mandalorian throne. Somebody correct me below. I don't remember if it's really a throne. It's you rule, your Mandalore. I think it's really possible she will use him to galvanize the clans and rally behind him. That way they can take back Mandalore. Now, whether or not she plots to stab him in the back and take the rule for herself in the end, that's to be seen, TBD. But but Bo at the same time is a very noble character, but she also is not. Keep in mind, she was in Death Watch. She was not always the greatest person. She is not nice and cuddly at all. She's Mandalorian through and through, and she will take somebody down if it means a better Mandalore. I think our friction next year is set up, but at the same time, she will not. I do not believe she will accept that saber. If she does, it'll be surprising as could be, because I really think she sees that as poison to any rule she would have. Okay, what are your thoughts? Am I completely off base here? Is this kind of along the lines of what you're thinking too? Leave your comments below. I'm really curious on what your theories are, especially for next year. Do you think she's going to try to use Din to galvanize the clans, basically make him a figurehead while she's kind of pulling all the strings? Which I don't know if he'd hate. He's Mandalorian. He wants a better Mandalore, but he doesn't strike me as someone who wants to rule. So I could see them working out a partnership similar to that. Yeah, but leave your comments below. I'm really curious on what you're thinking at this point. And if you like this video, hit like and subscribe to see more content like this. Oh, and real quick, sound like a broken record, I'm doing an AMA in probably the next couple of weeks to celebrate passing 1,000 subs. If you have any questions you'd like to ask me or just throw out there, please leave those in the comments as well. Just let me know they're for the AMA, because I love hearing from you guys and I'd love to basically chat with you. All right. And before I go, as always, please take care of yourselves and please take care of each other. Thanks for watching.